Hi there. This is Dr. John Whitcomb talking about how sugar disrupts your colonic biome and helps you gain weight. This research is kind of interesting. It was done in mice, and we have an ethical problem in that as humans don't like being sacrificed so that we can biopsy their colons and see what bacteria are growing in their guts, and we can do that to mice. But here's what we found in mice that we think transposes to humans. Here's the physiology. Your immune system, 70% of it is around your gut, and that's because your gut is only one cell layer thick, and a lot of gunk can get into your body, which your immune system has to constantly be examining to keep out. Okay, that's normal. And there's a crosstalk between the bacteria in your colon and your immune system. All right, so far so good. And what you have is our Th17 helper cells in your gut that are abundant, and they help you prevent losing weight. But in your gut, you have lots of segmented filamentous bacteria, SFBs, all along the lining. And they facilitate you having more T cells, and the Th cells help you absorb the absorption of fat so you don't gain weight. What happens when you eat a lot of sugar? When you eat a lot of sugar, something odd happens to the lining of your gut. It sets off some inflammation that in turn inhibits the growth of these filamentous bacteria. The filamentous bacteria are like dominoes. They drop, and then you have fewer FSBs. And when you get unhealthful overgrowth of a different bacteria called Faecalibaculum, rodentium. And they're unaffected by sugar, and they blossom in the absence of FSBs. Interesting. So in this particular study that we're looking at from this year from the journal Cell, we find that you start mice with FSB bacteria, feed them a high sugar, high fat diet. The high sugar depletes the FSBs, their Th17 cells drop, and they gain weight. Without the sugar, they keep the FSB bacteria, the THC cells don't drop, and they don't gain weight. So we can prove it in mice. Can't prove it in humans because we can't sacrifice you. But that fits with what we're seeing. People who eat sugar seem to gain weight more than you'd expect them to. Americans are eating between 10 and 15% of their calories from sugar. That's a huge amount of sugar. If you can cut your sugar, American Heart Association says you should cut it to 1 ounce a day instead of the 6 to 8 to 10 ounces we're eating. If you can cut your sugar, that by itself dramatically improves the lining of your gut. What will work for me? You know this is a problem. We're all addicted to sugar. And the only way to say no is to say no. It's a bright line that we should all be careful. Please cut down your sugar. This is Dr. John Whitcomb for News and Nutrition. Sugar disrupts your gut, makes you gain weight.